What do you do with a $178 million Olympic building once the Olympics are over? Many cities around the world have struggled with this exact question. Olympic venues often become expensive ghost buildings. But here at the Richmond Olympic Oval, something very different happened. This building went on from hosting the fastest athletes in the world during the 2010 Winter Olympics to becoming one of the most successful community sports facilities in Canada. And the story behind it actually is pretty fascinating. In the early 2000s, when Vancouver won the bid for the 2010 Winter Olympics, organizers needed a venue for long track speed skating. Richmond stepped forward and proposed building it right along the banks of the Fraser River, and construction began in 2006, and the building officially opened in December 2008. During the Olympics in February of 2010, the Oval hosted 12 medal events in long track speed skating, bringing elite athletes from around the world to Richmond. For a few weeks, the city was literally on the global stage. Now here's where things get interesting. Unlike many Olympic venues, the Oval was never meant to stay the same after the Games. Now during the Olympics, it held a 400-meter speed skating track and seating for about 8,000 spectators. But the architects designed the building so that the interior would be completely transformed afterward. In fact, the speed skating track was always planned to be temporary. Once the Olympics ended, it was removed and the massive interior space was rebuilt as a multi-sport facility. This kind of planning is one of the reasons the Olympic Oval avoided becoming the Olympic white elephant. The architecture, even if you've been inside the building, you may not realize just how unique it is. Look up at the ceiling. The sweeping wood structure overhead is known as the WoodWave roof, made from thousands of pieces of timber. At the time it was built, it was considered one of the largest timber roofs of its kind in the whole world. The shape was inspired by the flow of the Fraser River, birds flying through the sky, and Richmond's connection to the waterfront. It's a pretty remarkable piece of architecture hiding inside what looks like a simple building from the outside. But the Oval wasn't without criticism. When it was being built, some residents questioned the cost. At roughly $178 million, people wondered whether Richmond would end up with a massive Olympic building that the city couldn't afford to maintain. And that concern wasn't unreasonable. Around the world, many Olympic venues have struggled to stay relevant once the Games are over. But Richmond took a different approach. Instead of becoming an unused stadium, the Oval was converted into a multi-sport training and recreation center. Today, the Oval is home to multi-ice rinks, basketball and volleyball courts, indoor tracks, climbing walls, fitness facilities, high-performance training programs, doctors' offices, sports medical offices, and then there's also the Richmond Olympic Experience Rocks, an interactive museum and visitor center located at the Richmond Olympic Oval. It features immersive sports simulators, authentic Olympic medals, rare artifacts, and a dedicated theater spread across 3 levels, making it a must-see attraction for visitors of all ages. It's used by everyone from local families to Olympic-level athletes. The surrounding area has also become one of Richmond's most popular waterfront destinations, with walking paths, public art, and the nearby Water Sky Garden. More than a decade after the Olympics, the Oval has become one of the most successful Olympic legacy venues in North America. So the next time you pass by the Richmond Olympic Oval, remember, the building wasn't just built for a few weeks of Olympic competition. It was built for a long-term vision. From hosting the world's fastest speed skaters in 2010 to serving thousands of people in the Richmond community every single week. Today, the Oval is one of the city's most impressive success stories. Thank you all so much for watching. This is Chris with Remax West Coast and the Donnell Real Estate Group, Richmond's Community Realtors. And if you found this video helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button so you don't miss any future Living in Richmond, BC videos. Thanks so much for watching. Chat with you next time.